Hola YouTube! It is I, the brokest YouTuber. I've returned, back with another non-edited intro, because I have no editor. Playing some chess. I haven't played in a while. I'm glad I'm getting back into it. We gotta see if we can win this rapid game against the 1800 rated player even named Marcerso. Okay. And he plays d6 here. d6, g6. So we get the modern. Let's see, bishop g7. We're going to play bishop e3. And then if he plays knight f6, we're going to play this move f3. And now I am completely defended. I'm going to move my knight. And he can take this. See, I don't really care here. He can just take this if he wants. Make my center even stronger for me, why don't you? Now he plays this move b6. Now this is a mistake because I can just push here, and now his bishop is never going to see the light of day. So his bishop is going to be constantly just hitting granite here. So we just want to finish our development, really. Now I'm going to castle queenside. I'm going to start pushing the h-pawn. We're going to go for a checkmate here on this side of the board. We get c6, so let's calculate here. Let's see, takes, and then this is going to be defended pretty well. So I can go here to defend this knight. I meant to defend this pawn. I can go here to defend this pawn. You might play this move g5. He does not play g5, he just takes. So I want to keep my pawn structure safe. So if I take, he takes, and then he takes, and I take with the pawn, then my pawn structure is great. So I'm just going to keep my pawn structure great and just reopen my bishop. Alright, so he's just going to castle. So let's see, if I take here, I think I should take and then move my bishop in. Right? Or do I just castle first? Takes. I think I'm going to take this knight. And if he takes, he has an isolated d pawn. If he takes here, then I'm going to go here with the bishop with tempo. And then if he goes back, then I'm just going to castle my king, I believe. Or maybe I shouldn't castle my king into the center. That seems kind of into the open c-fine. That seems kind of unsafe. It seems like the center is honestly the safest place right here because he's never going to get d5. And my rook can move over to guard this. I think I might just honestly just move the king up. Maybe castling queenside isn't so bad. So as I said, d5. Well, I don't know, because then the rook comes over. Let me just calculate straight up. Castles, rook c8, rook b1, king b1, d5, knight d5, bishop d5, pawn d5, queen d5. It does look kind of sketch. Don't necessarily like it. I think I'm just gonna move my king. Maybe. I don't know what I should do really. We'll just see what happens. We'll just keep it flexible and just attack because I already knew I know I was gonna attack. I was never debating whether or not I was gonna attack. So let's just make the decision on the thing that we are sure of for the moment. Think about the other thing later. So the goal is to get this H file open. It looks like he wants to play d5, but I think my attack is coming fast enough, right? So he gives d5. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take. Now I'm gonna take this one. And now he has to respond here to something. It looks like I'm crashing through. Potentially, I have this move, I believe, even. If he takes. Okay, so he takes with this. So I think I have. Do I have e5? No, I don't. E5, rook h8. Hmm. Hmm. Rook h8. If I move my king. Honestly, quite stumped. Check here. Check. I have to play a move. Okay. What about g5? Hold on. Do I give one his knight somehow? Let's check. Is he gonna go back? Is he gonna play g5? I don't know. He goes here. Okay. So I go here, right? Here's the only move that makes sense. I gotta go here. And then here. Why did he come to the center? He had so many better moves. He could have played g5. He could have put the king back. He went up. Nah, now he's cooked. Why did he go up? Oh, the queen's traded. Because the queen's traded. That's why. That's why he went up. Oh wow. I still think my position is amazing though. Hold on. Check. He has to go here. Does he fall for it? No way. Why did he fall for this? He wow. Black makes the wrong king move twice in a row. That's interesting. Let me check if I'm still recording. Okay, I am. Oh, wow, black makes the wrong king move twice in a row. Let's turn on analysis. Says f3 is best. Should have castled. Queen d2 is best. It doesn't like knight c3. Bishop f1. Really? Wow. Okay. White is still better after queen d2, but bishop f1 is much better. d5 is correct. Knight e2 is nice. Oh, it wants me to take. It doesn't want me to defend the pawn. Oh, wow. Interesting. So what does it say after takes? All right, because there's never this tension, right? You never want you want to relieve the tension in your favor. I see. So you don't want to give black the chance to relieve the tension in their favor, which is what should have happened, but he castled and allowed me to find the best move again. Trading here. And I should have pushed apparently, but this is equal. And now h4 is best. Wow, nice. And then it wants me to trade, but h5 is almost as good. Now it says trading is nearly winning. I find this. Okay, queen e7, back. Queen h4 is the best move. Oh, queen f4. Okay. Queen f4, king e7, e5. Oh, right. Okay, I understand. e5, a6, rook h7, d4, knight e2. This line looks really complicated. I wonder why this check is never given. Ah, I see the check is dangerous because it forces the king from not defending the f7 pawn, right? So that's why we want to give the check. And then here our knight is hanging at the end of whatever line happens when we give the check and take the pawn. So that's why we move the knight first. And then rook c8? Rook c1? Wow. Looks like, well, Stockfish just really understands when to take the opportunities here. Understands when to take the opportunity. Okay, so it says this move is equal to queen f4. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay, so this throws the draw, right? Should have played queen g3. I didn't even see the trade. I just saw this taking these squares and this. I completely forgot about the trade here. But let's see what happens if king g3. I mean, if queen g3, the king goes back. Oh, wow. This move, rook h7, is deadly. That's beautiful right there. Just cutting off the g7 square. The king is forced to go back. And now you get this same line where this e6 pawn just puts this clamp on the black position and this rook, and none of these black pieces can move at all. Even when this pawn pushes forward like it was shown in the computer line, the bishop never sees anything useful. The computer really knows how to take these opportunities. For the last, I traded queens, and it says d4 is better than f4, but I played f4. So I wonder why d4 is better. But king f6 anyway. Now it says rook h8, and I give the check. Okay, so it says these moves are equal. And he should have played king g7, and it would have been a draw. But he hung mate and won in two different ways. Well, Stockfish likes the backwards knight move. Very unhuman. Humans like to move our knights forward onto beautiful outposts where they attack weak spots. Well, great game, great rapid game from my opponent, Marcerso. He is actually playing right now. How long have I been recording? 15 minutes. You know, if you've made it this far, then we can watch Marcerso's game. He's playing Dr. Kelpeshash. Kelpeshaw? How do you pronounce that H on the end? That's interesting. It looks like our previous opponent is down a rook, but Black has his king on e7. Black still has great counterplay on the diagonal, and his pawn structure is flawless. So I don't see White taking advantage of this anytime soon. Perhaps maybe the move g3 here to at least try to make a threat, but we would just be hanging this pawn. Oh, it was Black's move. My apologies. This is interesting why you give away this diagonal now, bishop f4, and the rook and the bishop connect. This looks dangerous for Black a little bit now, coming under the mask of his bishop. But Marcerso trades. Why does Marcerso trade when he's down material? This is very counterintuitive by Marcerso. He does find a follow up though. He does find a follow up. Let's see if we see King f6 here. Nope. I was about to say, if these players, they like to move their kings forward. These players, they like to move their kings. So we give another check. It looks like Marcerso is going to lose this game. Yeah, f6. Not seeing any way to pass through. Honestly, at the 1800 level, you're down a rook and a pawn. This should be quite resignable. So I think we're gonna cut the video here, and honestly, I'll check back, and in the beginning of the next video, we'll get to see the final position of this game. We'll see how Marcerso did. We'll go ahead and go ahead and follow Marcerso. All right, see you guys next time.